I'm Coach Sarah, and today I'm going to be explaining our leapfrog chipping, or it could be turned into leapfrog pitching if you have the space, or you could bring it down to the driving range. But today I'm going to be explaining it here on a chipping green for leapfrog chipping. The golf fundamental for this activity is distance response, so that is relation to our length of motion in our swing. For our setup of our leapfrog chipping, I have right now 2 hitting stations with 2 different color balls. However, you do not need this different color balls, and of course you can have 3 or 4 hitting stations with, of course, safety cones behind them. For the actual setup on the green to create the leapfrog, where they're going to be jumping from distance to distance, I have used 2 noodles and 3 alignment rods and stuck them into the ground and adjusted the levels of the noodles, getting higher as it goes farther away from the kids. You can do this and have the noodles laying on the ground and teed down, so they're just on the ground and they understand to go over into each zone. This is another variation, so they can actually see the ball has to get higher as it goes farther away. How to play our leapfrog chipping is you'll have the kids come up and hit 1 shot at a time, and they will rotate with the partners that they have at their safety cones. But when they come up, they're going to be first attempting to hit into the first zone or over the first noodle. They must hit into that zone or over that first noodle before they can leapfrog to that next zone or over that next noodle. However, they are only hitting 1 shot and rotating, so if they do not get it on their first attempt, when they come back up to their hitting station, they will again attempt to hit into that same zone. Once they complete doing all 4 zones, they are going to then attempt to go backwards leapfrog. So that is how we play our leapfrog chipping. For the modifications of our leapfrog chipping, of course, you can move the tees or the hitting stations, around either further away, closer, change the angle that they're going to be hitting from, or the way that their feet are positioned on the ground. Of course, you also can change the height of the noodles if you are using it how I have it set up with the alignment rods, either create it shorter or even higher for more higher skilled golfers.